Alright guys, we're taking the 144016 from WLTOYS out for a spin. We just swapped out the stock brush system with the brushless, and time to get it out on the track. Now it's track set up. It's a 23 or 2438, and we're running with our 2S URGENEX 2200 lipos. Hopefully you can see what we got going on here. I haven't even test pumped it yet, so hopefully things aren't in awful shape. If so, you won't see this. But if you're watching this, then we did good. We did good. Well, let's put that around the other way. Just got done painting the deck and getting our signs set up for selling some eggs. And I let the goats out in the pasture to get the garden cleaned up before we so what I do is I let them out a couple weeks before we plant, which we're not going to plant in for more than a couple weeks, but I also got some cleanup to do out back. Yeah. We'll see where we go. Looks like that's backwards. Get it tuned up right. Well, it looks pretty good. Make sure we're at 100% so we get some decent push. Looks like it's gonna go good. Now the 144016 is the budget one. Hey, chicken. And we did have a little bit of a windstorm last night. Ooh, it's already feeling better than the brushless or the brush system. Yeah, it's definitely got more. The extra powers is a big plus. Now this system's pretty cheap. It's a 30 amp or 25 amp, I can't remember which. Old man brand, but it's a G-Tech, which is same as Surpass. They just rename a lot of that stuff. But we got everything else in stock. These don't have servo savers, everything's plastic. They put the servo saver on the servo, and now we did upgrade to GX because it did come with a 5-pin. So this is pretty much new servo, new ESC, new motor, that's it. Get out the way, chickens! Oh, it's smooth and it's quiet. I'm not even touching it. You've definitely got enough to go. Ooh. Now again, I think this is going to be a great basher. We're going to get it out at the skate park soon. Just wanted to get her out for a spin, let you guys see what was going on. Yeah, see, that's the shocks. There are friction shocks, so if I have to upgrade, that's the next one I'm doing. We'll put some lower WL shocks on there, some stock ones, which are relatively inexpensive. You're talking a $6-7 investment on top of the 30. So you get this car for, see how that front end comes way up? That's the spring shocks. I can adjust them some, but I'd rather just learn to drive with it. And again, this is with our URGENEX 2200 2S lipos. They're perfect for these cars, all these smaller cars. They fit pretty much in all of them until you get to the 118, you know, but that's stock, that's normal. You see how that front end just flips up? That's all shock. The rears are bouncy, but it's quiet. I definitely think the upgrade was worth it. You don't want to land on, now this has got all plastic dog bones, and the cups for the diffs are plastic as well, but the inside of the diff is metal, like your standard. Center drive is pretty much just all metal, minus your stock pinion, which is our stock spur gear, which are all plastic, which I like better than the metal upgrades anyways. The metal upgrade ones, I shred those a lot more than the other ones. They don't like the cars, the chickens, so they're calling each other in. It's like, time to come back in. You see, I fixed my deck. It's a great car. Yeah, I think shocks will be next, and then this will be ready to go for the, it's just a little too bouncy, and I think with the skate park, it'll bottom out way too much and just chances of breakage. So we'll probably do that before we go to the skate park. But for those that are in our run to 100, this is probably a car I'm going to use for slalom. I didn't forget about that, guys. I had to put it on the back burner because my time was limited. and figuring out how we're gonna do that. I think lap tracks is where we're gonna go with that. Anyways, yeah, this car's fun. It really does hop when you want it to. See, that's the wind. I pinned down most of these, but not this row. And it's really quiet, really smooth drivetrain is your standard WL. If it ain't broke, don't fix it kind of thing. Now, and I think they cheaped out on everything. Motor mounts, plastic, everything. This head did get the aluminum motor mount that was in the system I put in there. We see it does look like carbon fiber, but it is not. It is not. So remember that if you're looking at it. $70 price range, in my opinion, way too high. But $30, $40, which is where I got it at. I got it at $36 with an $11 coupon, which I think it ended up being in the low 20s, 23, 24. I don't know, tax and all that, things are a little different. I don't know. Relying on my old man brain. But either way, it was a good deal. I used some of my TAMIYA coin. But you can see it runs good. Whoo! See, and that was like a half pull and it flew. So there's a lot of power left in this. I'm thinking this is probably a 35 mile an hour rig easy. But yeah, like all the other WLs, it's a good car. The downsides on all of them, the shocks. On this case, these are the same shocks that they originally were going to come out with the 144 or 124007, and they complained a lot when that launched, so they replaced them with the stock WLs, which we got both those cards, the 124010 and the 124007. So I know what they came out with. I got like 132 the first batch of them, so it's actually what gave us a lot of nice. That was a good jump. But everything else is holding up. I'm kind of rambling a little bit. Hopefully you're seeing what I'm doing here. I never know if my head rig's on right. So I want to thank Team Junkyard Dog. They donated our head rig for just for being cool, I guess. Yeah, he's a good dude. Check him out if you're into battle bots, or battle robots, I think they call them. He does a lot of that with his son. It's their team. Anyways, I'm rambling. I haven't given him a shout out in a while, and he deserves a shout out every time personally, but you know, that gets a little old and redundant, so for whatever that's worth. So hopefully you guys dig this, because this car is running. The response is right, you know. Again, you can get a Surpass setup, you know, relatively inexpensive. 2438 is the one I recommend. Don't go with the 45, because then you're jumping up ESCs and combos and for track. If you're looking for speed, yeah, go 2845 all day. You can turn this into like a 50-60 mile an hour rig, no problem, with very little adjustments. You see, it holds the wall until the springs, the shocks come in. Whew. So hopefully you guys dig what I got going on. Ooh, it does have wheel control. Problem with the wheel control is with the shocks, it likes to you have to gas it to keep it level. You don't want to land on the gas. You guys know better than that, but you still do sometimes. Last minute withdrawal. Anyways, I'm rambling. I'm just having a little fun, enjoying the day. Supposed to get a thunder shower soon. I mean, like in the next hour. I know it seems real nice, but the wind's starting to pick up, so something's gonna happen. We've had a lot of severe weather lately. The wind has been ridiculous, but lets me know that my work's being done right. You can see over there we got the top deck done. Got to put the railings on, cap it, and then finish painting. I painted the bottom part, and I'm waiting to do this. I need to get some more concrete. Got to put some footers in. With these, I want them, they're not going in the ground, they're just going in the buckets. Normally I cut the hole in the bottom of the bucket, but with these, the rule is if they're not permanent, the codes are a little different. So I try to build with that in mind. Most of my decks are not meant to be permanent, so the town can't give me no crap for whatever that's worth. The ones attached to the house are, but the add-ons are not. you know. But anyways, I'm rambling about stuff that you probably don't care about. Ugh. Yeah, I gotta fix that. This thing is flying. I gotta say, this is well worth the 30 bucks. I got 60 bucks into this all together right now. You can't get a 144. Ooh, hostas are coming up. So these are hosta beds I planted last year. They're gonna look nice once they grow in. Gonna have to get some weeding in. Anyways, like I was saying, you get a 14401, you're gonna be spending 100 bucks nowadays. Even for the brush version, you might be lucky and get it for 85. And looks like the 144010 are now 150 steady, which is even more than the 112. So this is a budget buy. So, and I think it's well worth it if you're new to the hobby. You got a youngster that wants to get into it and wants the same kind of car, but something like this plastic's going to be a little more durable than the metal, in my opinion. The metal is stiff, so it'll break, and these won't pop out as much. They're very similar to HBX. That was cool. See these curls, I got to get them, take care of, stretch them out, pound them down. See, I let the goats out there. Get out the garbage! I got to get my yard cleaned up. It's the wind, guys. The wind blew all that crap all over the place. Anyways, probably enough for a quick vid. Hopefully you guys dig. We'll do one more jump just because I want to. So awesome. Oh, one more. Famous last word. And for all the speedrun guys, I've been watching your videos. You got a 132 is our new high for all over. And then our 112 guys, VW Turbo Wolf, he just got another nice run. I think it was 126. And the Sailor Boys are at it again. They got another new car. Steve does, and same car I'm actually rebuilding. And I gotta say, life is crazy, and you guys are awesome. So I appreciate all of it. So for whatever that's worth. But I think we're done. I think we got a thermal cut. So it was a good 10 minutes for the thermal cut kicked in, which is normal because you're this geared high for the motor that's in there. But it's good. It's a good run. So like and subscribe, guys, and we'll get a update video out as soon as possible. Might just wait for Wednesday. Just do it then because I got a couple new ones. I started it and realized you guys are still putting videos out. So, and hopefully you like what we got going on. Hopefully you can see what I'm saying here. Again, this URGENEX 2200 Surpass Dumbo, my normal deal. It's a G-Tech 35 amp, so those are nice. Same thing as the Surpass 35 amp. 50C 2200 2S. Awesomeness. So like, subscribe, and I'll see you when I see you guys. Peace.
Stay tuned for more, just getting started. Every guy you'll feel worried. Everything you feel the right place. I just wait, you know you try. Going some nuts, a little taste by the light. It's great, we're on your side. I'm like saying I was right. Really like to play. Right place was Canton 7, winning mile on get members. Right place, sucker, had a 2 spenders in.